here today. Some of you know him already as an incredible teacher of Vedanta. Swamiji is part of our Chinmaya mission, which is a global organization of over 350 centers around the world. And Swamiji is based here in Yamunotri, which is up near Grays Lake. So we're very, very happy to have him all the way down here, downtown, where Swamiji has a very busy schedule. He travels around the country. He just came back from DC and he's off to Texas tomorrow. And Swamiji, before he became a Swami, he was an engineer by training, a communications engineer, and in Bangalore. And then he walked by a satsang much like this, and on the Gita, and that began a journey that has ended in him taking Diksha in 2018 on Mahasivaratri Day, and Swamiji has been dedicated to this path ever since. So today our topic is meditation, and this is a three-part series. We have another lecture next Saturday at the Bennett Day School, and that topic is on parenting, and the one afterwards is on Gita, which will be the Saturday after, also on May 2nd, we'll be back here. So 3 different Saturday evenings, starting at 6 o'clock. The first and the last will be here. The middle one next Saturday will be in the Bennett Day School. So with that, I welcome Swamiji.
We have 2 mics, right? In addition? Yeah. 2 mics.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Yes. Hari Om. Hari Om. Yes. Is the audio clear? Yes. Repeat once. Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama. Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama. Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama. रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा. रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा. रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा. रघुकुल तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम श्री राम जय जय रामा जानकी रामा श्री रघुरामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जानकी रामा ओम नमो नारायणाय 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 Humble prostrations to one and all present here. So today's topic of discussion is meditation demystified. What is the essence of meditation? Meditation means paying attention. The law of this cosmos is whatever we pay attention to, the secrets of that entity will become revealed to us. Whatever we pay attention, all those secrets which were till then hidden becomes revealed. In all the fields, the scientific field, for example, all the great truths were already there. But when we started paying attention to it, the secrets of the cosmos in the scientific world got revealed. And that is why all those inventions happened. Electricity was already there. Somebody paid attention, and therefore that truth was revealed. Gravitation was already there. Somebody paid attention, the truth was revealed. Nowadays we have these mobile phones. So many facilities are available there. Somebody paid attention, the truth got revealed. So, the law of this cosmos is whatever we pay attention to, the truth of that thing will get revealed. That ability the mind has. Our mind has tremendous potential. So now the first question is, where should we pay attention to? Because this is the truth. Whatever you pay attention, the secrets will be revealed and you will know that thing. If this is the truth, the question is, now where should we pay attention? Let us talk about the first level. When we observe this world, we find that we are happy when we are surrounded by a conducive environment. Yes or no? Food is there, I am happy. Shelter is there, I am happy. Clothing is there, I am happy. All those aspects which contribute to a happy living, I find that it is the external environment. When the external environment is conducive, I am happy. This is the first stage. So naturally, where will we pay attention to? We will naturally pay attention to the external environment. Make the world around me conducive. Because according to me, that is happiness. External world is happiness. So all those inventions or discoveries, whatever has happened, it is all with this philosophy. What is the philosophy? Outer world is the source of my happiness. But slowly, as we evolve spiritually, another great truth is revealed to us. What is the truth? My happiness has something to do with my state of mind. External environment, good, that is fine. But beyond a point, external environment cannot contribute to happiness. I have earned some money, that money is able to fulfill my needs, okay, fine. But after that, will earning more and more money, will it contribute to happiness? No. In the second stage, it becomes revealed to us that there is another aspect which contributes to a greater happiness. And what is that? It is the state of mind. For our discussion, let us define mind as flow of thoughts. So this great truth becomes revealed. What is the truth? If my thoughts are good and noble, then my mind is at peace. And if my thoughts are ignoble, negative, impure, my mind is disturbed. And this state of mind is directly associated with my happiness. If my mind is peaceful, I am happy. If my mind is disturbed, I am unhappy. Yes or no? Yes. And now, this peace of mind and disturbance of mind, they are connected with the thoughts in the mind. If I can entertain good thoughts, mind is peaceful. If I unknowingly, unconsciously entertain negative thoughts, mind is disturbed. So there is a cause-effect relationship. With regard to state of mind, that is the effect, peace or disturbance. But that peace or disturbance is connected to the thoughts, and I have control over my thoughts. I can choose my thoughts. But once I have chosen my thoughts, I have no control over the state of the mind. Upon the cause, I have choice. Upon the effect, I don't have a choice. So therefore, if I want to be more happy, remember the purpose of life is only one. What is that? More and more happiness. You may call it happiness, you may call it peace, contentment, bliss, whatever the name you may give. I want to be happy. Yes or no? I want to be happy permanently. How much happiness do I want? Little happiness or more happiness? Finite happiness or infinite happiness? Infinite. You know why we desire happiness? We desire because that is our nature. That which is our nature, we will naturally desire it. You know why nobody wants to die? Why nobody wants to die? We don't want to die because existence is our nature. Death is not our nature. Non-existence is not our nature. That is why we will have the desire of that which is our nature. Sorrow is not our nature, therefore nobody can like sorrow. We always say, I am burdened by sorrow. Have you ever heard of anyone who says, no, I am burdened by happiness? Happiness is never a burden for us. Yes or no? Yes. So now, the purpose of life is only one, how to be more and more happy. The whole of spiritual teaching is only this, how you can be happy. What kind of happiness? Defect-free happiness. Drug-induced happiness, drink-induced happiness, smoking-induced happiness, they are all defect-full happiness. Little happiness in the beginning, more misery in the end. I don't want that kind of happiness. In fact, that is not happiness, that is misery only. Because the end result, I am going to suffer. So what kind of happiness are we looking for? We are looking for defect-free, infinite happiness. And that is where meditation comes into picture. Now, we are going step by step now. So what is the first one? In the superficial analysis, we think that happiness is coming from the outer world. So therefore, we start paying attention to the outer world. All the inventions in all fields, whether it is medical field, whether it is the field of engineering, technology, what is the purpose of doing so much of research there? The purpose is only one. It is backed by this philosophy that outer world is the source of my happiness. When the outer world is conducive, I am happy. This is the first level. But then as you become more and more matured, as you become more and more evolved, slowly another truth manifests in front of you. And what is that truth? Happiness has something to do with my state of mind. If the mind is peaceful, I am happy. If the mind is disturbed, I am unhappy. Now the question is, what is the way to make the mind peaceful? Is there some way? Can I make the mind peaceful all the time? Can I avoid disturbances in the mind? Is there something which is creating disturbance? Is there some law which governs peace and disturbance of the mind? So this is where meditation goes into a little higher state. What is the definition of meditation? Hope you remember. What is meditation? Paying attention is meditation. Now, once I come to know that my state of mind determines happiness, where will my attention be? My attention will be upon my mind. What is happening in my mind? So when I start paying attention to my mind, I come to know mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. Agreed? Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. And now I see a relationship between flow of thoughts and state of mind. When do you see this relationship? When you start paying attention to the mind. When you start doing meditation. When you start paying attention. What do you find? You find that whenever mind is entertaining negative thoughts, there is a disturbance. And whenever thoughts are positive, good and noble, there is peace. So what is the secret of happiness now? What is the new definition of happiness according to this state? The new definition of happiness is state of mind is happiness. Therefore, let me ensure that my thoughts are good and noble. My entire attention goes towards the mind. Yes or no? So this is the second stage of meditation, where attention is not outside, attention is inside. Till now my attention was all the time outside, so I never knew what was happening inside. But when I started paying attention to my mind, I stumbled across this great truth about life. What is this great truth? My thoughts decide my happiness. If the thoughts are negative, I am disturbed. If the thoughts are positive, I am at peace. So now what is the way to happiness? Ensure that mind always entertains positive thoughts, good thinking, right thinking, noble thinking, divine thinking. So then, now you have what you call as meditation. So this is one among the very many purposes of meditation. You start looking within. And as you look within, so many great secrets become revealed to you, which were not revealed to you till then. What are the great secrets? Number one, there is something called mind. Many people are not even aware of that. We live so much of, our life is so much superficial that we are not even aware that there is something called mind. So as you start paying attention to the within, to what is happening inside, number one, first you come to know that there is something called mind. And that mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. And as you start paying attention, as I said, paying attention is the way to know anything. As you pay attention, secret starts getting revealed. The second thing which you observe is, when you start paying attention to the thoughts inside, you come to know that this mind is a dirty mind. What do you mean by dirty mind? Most of the time, thoughts are impure. What do you mean by impure thoughts? Thoughts of anger, greed, lust, revenge, hatred, likes and dislikes, attachments, all kinds of things are there. We never paid attention to inside, therefore they were breeding. Exactly like our garden. Suppose in the garden, you leave it as it is without doing anything. Especially in America, it is very important. You have to ensure that the grass is cut. The old leaves are removed. Weeds are removed. Yes or no? Broken, twigs and branches. But suppose you leave the place for a long time doing nothing. What happens? There is only garbage. In the same way, in our mind, we never paid any attention. Many lifetimes together. So what should be expected when we turn our attention into the mind? There is filth everywhere. And it is these negative thoughts in the mind which is taking away all our peace, happiness. So as we start meditating, we come to know this bitter reality of life, that all my suffering is because of my own negativities in the mind. So then what happens? You see, the spiritual journey, this is the first step. In spiritual journey, what is the first step? The first step is this, coming to know that I am suffering in the world not because of others, I am suffering in the world because of myself, because of my own negative thoughts. Many times people stop meditation there. It is better not to look inside. See, problem starts only when you look inside, isn't it? Ignorance is bliss. So ignore this bitter reality. Only look outside. Will it solve the problem? That is not going to solve the problem. Someday or the other, you have to face this. Yes, you can distract your attention from this reality. But you are not solving the problem by escaping this reality. So therefore, in spirituality, we begin this. We start looking within. And when we look within, there is all kinds of negativities. In fact, for a sincere seeker, he becomes serious in life the moment he comes face to face with these negativities of the mind. He comes to know that my suffering is not because of the people around me, my suffering is only because of my own negative thoughts. Now, where will his attention be? What will be his priority in life? His priority in life will be to correct himself, to reform his mind, to divinize his thoughts. Automatically he starts spending some time in meditation. Before that he had no time for meditation. He was a busy man. But then when he comes to know this great truth, mana eva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, uddhared atmanatmanam na atmanam avasadaye atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Your own mind is your worst enemy. Your own mind is your best friend. After that, we start paying attention to the mind. Now the important thing to be done is how to get rid of these negativities. How to entertain good thoughts, noble thoughts in the mind. So therefore, we have this 5-point technique. Generally we discuss this. How to deal with the negativities of the mind. 5-point technique. What are the 5-point technique? Number 1, observe. Observe your mind. Number 2, detect. Number 3, eliminate. Number 4, substitute. And number 5, strengthen. First one, observe. Observe your mind. Unless you observe the mind, how will you know what is happening inside the mind? Second one, detect. Detect the negative thoughts in the mind, because they are the ones who are ruining our happiness and peace. So detect the negative thoughts. Number 3, eliminate. Eliminate these negative thoughts. How will you eliminate negative thoughts? The way is by substituting it with positive thoughts. Eliminate, substitute, and strengthen. Strengthen these positive thoughts. Meaning, make it a habit so that positive thoughts becomes natural to you. That is called as strengthening. When again and again you replace the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts, slowly a time comes when positive thoughts become natural to you, effortless in you, spontaneous in you. Then you will find the peace of mind also becomes effortless. Peace of mind becomes a habit. All this is possible only when you meditate. Pay attention. Pay attention to your mind. Observe, detect, eliminate, substitute, strengthen. And over a period of what happens, a time comes when you are able to handle the situations beautifully well. Before handling the situation, mind is peaceful. While handling the situation, mind is peaceful. After handling the situation also, mind is peaceful. Peace continues throughout. You make right decisions. You think right. You speak right. You act right. Then there is only peace everywhere. You see, these are all the benefits of regular meditation. Now the question is, you said right thinking is necessary. Where do you get right thinking from? We get right thinking only from scriptures. That is why study of the scriptures are absolutely essential. Whatever the religion may be, all religions, they all have scriptures. These scriptures must be studied. Whether Gita or Quran or Bible or Guru Granth Sahib, they are all the books where you are taught how to think right. And what is the proof that I am thinking right? The proof is mind is at peace. Right thinking and peace, they go together. Wrong thinking and disturbance, they go together. So as you grow, what is the proof that you are progressing in spirituality? So we have a test, what is called as FIR test. What is this FIR test? F means frequency. How frequently you are disturbed in a day. F. I means intensity. How intensely you are disturbed. And R means recovery time. How quickly you recover from that disturbance. So this is called as FIR. So as you grow in spirituality, what should happen to you? The frequency of disturbance comes down. The intensity of disturbance comes down. And the recovery time also comes down. You become a more and more peaceful person. You may be amidst peacelessness. The whole environment may be unconducive, disturbing, but you are always at peace because your thoughts are good and noble. This is the glory of meditation. So as we practice this meditation more and more, what happens is slowly, gradually, you are able to go deep down into your mind. Even as that negative thought has risen, you are able to detect it. And the law is, earlier the detection, easier the correction. The earlier you detect the negative thought, easily you can correct it. You can nip it in the bud. But generally what happens is, since we don't meditate, our attention is not inside, these negative thoughts, they go on breeding, gains tremendous momentum, and these negative thoughts explode in the form of negative speech, hurting words, and then after that, it expresses itself as hurting actions. Remember, words and action, they all come from thoughts only. As that famous statement goes, beware of thoughts because they become your words. Beware of your words because they become your actions. Beware of your actions because they become your habits. Beware of your habits because they become your character. Beware of your character because ultimately they determine your destiny. So everything starts from thoughts. Thoughts, words, deeds, habits, character, destiny. Everything is thoughts. So if you have control over your thoughts, literally you have control over your destiny. You have control over your words. You can choose words. You can choose your actions. Many times, as they say, act in haste and repent in leisure. What do you mean? Negative thoughts were there. I was not aware of it. These negative thoughts forced me to speak some hurtful words. And some relationship which were decade long, strong relationship, that is broken because of my careless word, for which I repent the rest of my life. All these tragedies happen because we don't meditate. A person who meditates, not only that he has a very, noble thoughts, his words are chosen words. You must also learn how to speak. What words to use. How to choose your words. In situation, how you must speak. A person who knows how to speak. Many times we say, oh, this person speaks sweetly. He's a sweet talker. It's a great ability. It is not joke to speak sweetly. In Bhagavad Gita, there is this austerity of speech. 4 things you have to keep in mind when you speak. What are the 4 things? Anudvekakaram, satyam, priyam, hitam. This is how you must speak. Anudvekakaram, non-hurting words, non-agitating words. Number 1, anudvekakaram, satyam, speak the truth. Priyam, speak it sweetly. Hitam, speak beneficial words. That which is good for all. Only then you must speak. Many times we think, if it is truth, I must speak. No. Truth must be spoken, no doubt, but it must be spoken sweetly, non-hurtingly, and the truth must be beneficial for the other person, only then it must be spoken. A person who regularly meditates, he has control over the thoughts. So he knows what to speak, when to speak, to whom to speak, what not to speak. This choice, this freedom is available only for a person who has control over his thoughts. And because he speaks beautifully well, his action is also noble, automatically people love him, people respect him. So what happens? He has control over the inner world and he automatically has control over the outer world also. He creates a beautiful world around himself. through his noble actions, words. Now there is another law. As your thoughts, so is the world perceived by you. It's a law. What kind of world are you seeing around you? It all depends on what kind of thoughts you have. If your thoughts are negative, even if you go to heaven, you will see only a negative world. Your own negative thoughts will project a negative world for you, and you will suffer in that self-created negative world. But if your thoughts are positive, you will see only wonderful things happening everywhere. Another law is, as your thoughts, so is the world formed around you. So what kind of world is formed around you? If your thoughts are negative, you will find that unconsciously you are attracting all negative people around you, negative happenings around you, negative situations around you. There is a connection between the inner thoughts and the outer happening. A very simple example. So here is a person who is using abusive words, all kinds of bad words. What response will he get from the outer world? Good or bad? Good or bad? Always bad. If I am using abusive words, the other person also will use abusive words. All of us, we are a mix of good and bad. If I am good, I force the other person to be good. With my goodness, I force the other person to be good. But suppose if I am bad, then what will happen? I will force the other person to be bad. So finally, what am I attracting towards myself? All kinds of bad things. Things, beings, happenings. So who is responsible for all the negative things that is happening to me? I alone am responsible. My thoughts alone are responsible. So who has to correct? I have to correct. This is a great truth. You have some water or something? You need some water? Yes. So therefore, this is the whole spiritual life. Many times when we don't enter into spirituality, we think, I am the right person in the wrong world. But slowly as we come to know the reality, we come to know that the world is perfectly fine. The only person who has to change is me. This is where the spiritual journey begins. I try to change myself. This should be my greatest business in life, to change myself. I am suffering because of my own negativities. I am not here to change the whole world. I am here to change myself. So this is the second stage. Are you following the thought? What is the first stage? I think happiness is coming from the world, so therefore I am busy trying to change the world, correct the world, improve the world. That is first stage. But slowly when I come to the second stage, I come to know my happiness is directly associated with my thoughts. If my thoughts are good and noble, I am at peace, I am happy. If my thoughts are bad, I am miserable. But the moment your attention goes to consciousness and you start identifying with consciousness, after that, how will you define yourself? You define yourself as consciousness. I am consciousness with a body. Just like we say, I am this with a watch, I am this with a specs. They are all instruments. Instruments are not me. I make use of my instruments. In the same way, physical body is not me. Physical body is only my instrument to interact with the world. So once this knowledge dawns upon us, now this is called a spiritual knowledge. Knowledge about the spirit, knowledge about the self, knowledge about consciousness. You may also call it knowledge about God. This consciousness itself is what we call as God. There is no difference. So who is God? The self in me is God. The higher I in me is God. So this is called as God realization. The one who has attained this becomes free from all kinds of negative emotions, stress, worry, tension, etc. Because he comes to know this body has to die, fine, but I, as consciousness, has no death. So this freedom from all negativities of the mind is what is called as moksha, liberation, salvation, nirvana, whatever term you may call. So what is this? It is nothing but knowing yourself as you are. So with this, I stop my lecture. So now we have around half an hour time. You may ask any question you want. You just stand up and the mic will come to you. Right. It's a wired mic? Oh. In cordless is not possible. Because here, I don't know how they will come. Is long?
Is different from soul or Atma. Would you be kind enough to explain the difference to us?
Both are one and the same.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. That's it. I got it. Thank you.
Let us give others chance. If Chimamisha members can ask later. We have only half an hour. Now this, next time this problem has to be settled.
I mean, how the consciousness can exist without the body?
Exactly like how sun can exist without reflected sun. For reflection of the sun, pot is necessary, water is necessary, correct? The sunlight is there, the sunlight reflects upon that pot containing water. So you see a reflected sun. The person who has not seen the original sun thinks that this is the real. But actually speaking, reflected sun depends on the original sun for its existence. In the same way, what is his body? It is nothing but 5 elements. Space, air, fire, water, earth. That is his body. It is actually matter, it has no life. Any matter has no life. But when that consciousness reflects in this matter, then this body, which has no life, lifeless matter, appears to be sentient, appears to have life. Actually speaking, that life is nothing but consciousness only. Body has no life. Life is an expression of sentiency of consciousness through the physical matter. Really speaking, even now the body has no life. Consciousness doesn't depend on anything else for its existence, because existence is its nature. What is Sat? Sat means existence. Means what? It doesn't depend on anything else for its existence. So therefore, since the nature of consciousness is existence, it can exist even without body.
I mean, I feel differently. I feel that we have been sent to this world to come and see His creation. And this creation is so beautiful, so wonderful. To see His creation, we have to keep our body in the best possible form.
If that is what He has done, why has He made birth painful, death painful, old age painful, disease painful? You mean to say that beloved God wants to enjoy this through pain? He could have avoided birth, death, everything. He could have made it painless. If you say God sent us to enjoy His creation, is this the way to send us? By giving pain? Will you ever send your son to enjoy something by giving pain to him?
Enjoyment is very different. What enjoyment is that He has sent this creation, and to see His creation, I have to learn more and more, because one book will not tell us everything. So even though there are 100 books, I will not be able to read 100
If
books.
suppose I tell God, God, I don't want to see your creation, I am not interested in it, then
Well,
what He has no right to tell me that I should see. I will decide whether I should see or not. And that too, I have to go through pain. Remember, birth is painful, death is painful, old age is painful, disease is painful. Sometimes coming together with some people, it is painful. Separation of near and dear one is painful.
yes.
So if God says that see my creation, that means He is giving me pain unnecessarily. I have not asked. So this argument cannot stand. God, who is considered to be my father and mother, who loves me infinitely, unconditionally, He giving pain to me cannot be accepted. I don't give pain to my near and dear ones.
Well, in case I want to see the God, I have
In
to...
fact, have you studied Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah.
In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, come to me, don't go to this creation. You know how he defines his world? Dukkhalayam. The world is full of sorrow. My dear child, don't go there. It is full of suffering. Come to me, choose me. Because you have a choice. Either you can choose the world or you can choose me. If you choose the world, you will go to the world. If you choose me, you will come to me. Therefore, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara. Remember me, because if you remember me at the time of death, you will come to me. Whole of Bhagavad Gita is the message. Not even one verse is there where Bhagavan says, go, see my creation. Nowhere. I can quote you.
Well, there was when the discussion was going on.
Discussion with whom?
Between Lord Krishna and Arjun.
Ah.
So the Arjun refused to fight, but then the Lord said that you have to fight.
Yes.
Correct. Those are your rights.
Yes.
So if you have good physical body, only then you can fight. If you do not have a good physical body, you cannot fight. So
You know what?
So the Arjuna had to learn all the arts of fighting to see and to see the.
But what did Bhagavan say? Arjuna, fight as a worship of me. Not just fight. Consider this duty as my worship. Remembering me, do your duty as a worship. Then you will love me, you will have devotion for me, your mind become purified, and then you will reach me. This is the message. Fighting the war is not the message of Bhagavad Gita. For that, Bhagavad Gita is not necessary. One army commander is enough.
Bhagavad Gita said that you have to fight for your rights.
No. Fight, do your duties as a worship of God.
That's right.
Fighting for the right, Krishna is not needed.
So
That anyway we know. We are anyway fighting for our rights.
when the pond was lost, there in the in the cards game. So
See, now the discussion is not Mahabharata. Discussion should be about meditation.
yeah.
That is the topic, and we have only half an hour. So if you have any question on meditation, let us discuss that. Yes.
What is the ultimate purpose of consciousness, right? I can understand the external happiness, right? Where you're affected by the external environment. Then you are focused on your inward happiness. But then, like...
You use the mic so that others can listen
Okay,
to the
so
question.
then the ultimate about consciousness, what is that purpose?
What is
I
the
mean,
purpose of creation?
No, what's the purpose of achieving that consciousness?
That is the only place. Okay, let me ask you this question. What is the purpose of your life?
The purpose of my life is to do good.
No.
Right?
The purpose of your life is to be happy.
Well,
Suppose you are doing good and you are miserable. Will you still continue doing good?
okay, I see what you're saying. I understand.
You are, whatever you do in life is only for happiness. Even the closing the eyelids also, it is for happiness. Yes or no?
True.
Sleeping is for happiness, getting up is for happiness, working is for happiness, raising children is for happiness. Everything you do for happiness alone. Can you question this statement? So, if happiness is my purpose, Consciousness gives you absolute happiness, infinite happiness, defect-free happiness, because that is your nature.
But am I not doing that as part of controlling my thoughts?
Are you infinitely happy?
I don't know. What is infinite?
The very
happiness?
fact that you say you don't know means that you are not happy.
I think I'm happy.
No. You mean to say there is no greater happiness?
I'm asking,
You see,
like, what's the purpose
yes,
of going
yes.
to
See,
that?
for example, suppose you are 10 units happy, and you don't know. You think you are happy. Suppose you are tempted by 100 units of happiness. You will leave this and go for that.
Well, how would you know that is 100 units or 200 units?
Because you have stumbled across. For example, you did some selfless service and you find tremendously fulfilled. Then what will you do? Every week you will go there because you have tasted that bliss. And then again you go to somewhere else. You say, for example, you meditate and you get even more higher happiness. Every day you start meditating. Yes or no? This is how we stumble across higher and higher possibilities of happiness. I do something, I find joyful, I do it again and again. I do something else, I feel greater joy, then I leave the old one and get on to the new one. This is how we grow. So final destination where we can say that yes, ultimate, this is that infinite happiness which I am talking of.
Thanks.
You will have to come here unless your voice is really loud. Loud, yeah, you can. Yes.
How do you stop reoccurring thoughts?
How do you? Amma, you can sit here. Huh?
How do you stop reoccurring thoughts, especially if there's a lot of emotions attached from the past?
Some painful memories. See, one thing always we must keep in mind, all of us, we learn only by committing mistakes. This is the purpose of life. We commit mistake, we suffer, then we introspect, we learn our lessons and move forward. So let us learn to forgive ourselves if some mistakes have been committed. And let us learn to forgive others also. The more and more you are able to forgive others, you are able to forgive yourself. And you should practice this forgiving others, because every one of us, we are imperfect, we commit mistake, we suffer and then move on. This is life. So therefore, it is possible that you may find so many imperfect people around. Allow them to grow at their own pace by learning their lessons. If this much is done, then mind should be free from all guilt.
Thank you.
Amma, you'll have to come here. Whoever wants to ask question, will have to queue up here.
Hari Om. My question is, in general, what we understand by meditation is sit in one place and close your eyes, or there are some few methods, but now today that whatever you have expounded upon, meditation means paying attention to the thoughts. So how do we do it exactly, and is it that you have to have some time frame and then you sit in that place and pay attention, or continuously you go on observing? What are the methods basically?
See, in the beginning you start for 15-20 minutes. And the early morning time is the best, because that's the time when you're fresh. Because you have taken rest, 7-8 hours of sleep. After that you are fresh. So early morning time is the best. We call it Brahma Muhurta. Body is rested, mind is rested, you are at your best. So that time, sit for 15-20 minutes. Try to go within. And every day as you go within, slowly, you develop a knack of going within. You are able to go deeper and deeper within. And you start enjoying it. Once you start enjoying it, 15-20 minutes becomes slowly half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. You see, exact like marathon running. The first day itself you don't run 2 hours. First day hardly you are able to run 1 minute. Then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. Then slowly the body gets adjusted to that kind of lifestyle. Then you are able to run for hours together. Same thing here also.
So I'm mean to say the observing of the thoughts. Like so, you are suggesting sitting in the morning for few
Yes.
like for some time and then increasing the time.
Yes.
So sitting in the some place and then observing the thought. Is it that we in your day-to-day life, whatever we are like in the afternoon also?
Yes. You
You're
don't have
doing
to
some
sit in one
action,
place.
huh?
You are
So-
right. You are absolutely right. Over a period of time, it becomes a habit. Then even as you are transacting with the world, you are able to observe your thoughts.
So, can I say that instead of doing meditation, be in a meditative state?
But in the beginning, it's not possible. For the beginners, definitely they have to sit separately, in solitude, away from all distractions. But over a period of time, yes, 24/7 you have to meditate. Okay, sleep time you can avoid. -8 hours.
You're talking about the awareness
Yes.
to the thoughts,
Yes.
but how can I have awareness in my thoughts before actions? Because awareness after my actions. So how can I
See,
say
what comes first, thoughts or actions?
thoughts?
Thoughts, isn't it? First come thoughts, then comes action. Now, if you are able to be aware of your thoughts before it translates into action, then sometimes it is a bad thought. I don't want to translate the bad thought into bad action. So you are aware, then you stop it. There should be a filter. If you are regularly meditating, you are aware of the bad thoughts, you don't express those bad thoughts through bad action. You filter it out.
What about you have anger?
Yes. Yes.
Frustration.
Yes.
How can I control that?
How can I control? The moment it comes, you become painfully aware of that. The first step in controlling anger is not controlling, it is becoming painfully aware. Oh, this negativity has come. Oh. Then use the 5-point technique. What are the 5 points? I'm sure you have forgotten. First one, observe. Observe your anger. Second one,
Eliminate.
detect that anger. Third one, eliminate by substituting with positive. Eliminate, substitute, strengthen. So see, when you're regularly meditating, your first thing is you become aware. Earlier you were not even aware that there was anger. You just shouted at it, somebody. But now what happens? You become, that anger is coming. Last time I had made a blunder. I shouted at this person. I slapped that person. Now you are aware. Immediately say, no, this is going to be dangerous. The whole day is going to, I'll spoil all my relationship. So you put a filter. No, I should not. Then you replace it. Let me forgive that person. The moment anger is replaced by thoughts of forgiveness, there is peace. A time comes when anger doesn't even arise. That is strength, that last step.
Thank you.
Right.
How can the witnesser become the witnessed?
How can?
The witnesser become the witnessed.
Yeah.
Aren't they separate?
Witnessing means what? Paying attention. The nature of consciousness itself is to be conscious. Consciousness is conscious of itself. Why is it not possible? The nature of consciousness itself is knowing. Knowing is the nature of consciousness. Who stops consciousness from knowing itself?
But it's sort of like saying, who am I? And you're thinking about that, you're thinking about that.
I am I. I am aware of I. Atmanyev Atmana Tushtaha. I revel in myself, knowing myself as myself. That's the highest state. Think over it. Sometimes heavy doses come.
Hello. I wanted to better understand how meditation and maybe positive thinking can help in assisting against like addictions. So I know I'm in a point right now where I'm very conscious of all these addictions I might have accrued over my life.
Yes.
So, and the way I take it right now is very brute force. I just won't do them, but sometimes that's not enough because the pressure is too much and then I fold.
Yes.
So I wanted to better understand how they can be connected.
You see, how did addiction come into place first of all? I liked something, I did it, isn't it? So, there was something, for example, smoking, let us say. Once I smoked, I liked it. So therefore, since I liked it, again I smoked. Again I smoked. Slowly, what happens? So, when my life is based on likes and dislikes, I become addicted to so many things. Things, beings and situations. I can be addicted to people also. All addiction basis is this. I live my life according to likes and dislikes. I like it, therefore I do it. I don't like it, I will not do it. Life should never be based on likes and dislikes. Life should always be based on right and wrong. If there is something right, I may not like it, but I will do it. If there is something right, if there is something wrong, I may like it, but I should not do it. If your life is based on right and wrong, you are blessed. If your life is based on likes and dislikes, you have tough time. So therefore, next time whenever that thing is tempting you, say that no. If you feel that you are not strong enough, go to so many centers are there, anti-addiction centers. This is what they do. And yes, invoke the grace of God also. Bhagavan, please help me to come out of this. That has tremendous power. Do some chanting, some prayer. Every day pray. Because it is a promise of the Lord that if a devotee has come to me, it is my responsibility to protect him. So every day do some chanting, some miracle will happen. And you will come out of it.
Hari Om Swamiji, thank you for coming and thank you for your time. I wanted to ask something about meditation itself, the practice. I'm trying it. All of us know it's very, very hard. Our thoughts wander, we keep getting distracted. Is it, if I do some kind of pranayama, like let's say Brahmari or Udgi, then I'm trying to, chant Om or look at my third eye, is that meditation itself? Like trying to focus with the pranayama, is that considered meditation?
Meditation has different levels. Something is called basic meditation. For example, you look at form, close your eyes, visualize that form. Chant some mantra, listen to that mantra. These are all basics. In advanced meditation, you have to really go deep. So these are all basic meditation, sound meditation, form meditation, kundalini meditation. Some point you just focus your attention. Sometimes you just look at one thing and keep on staring at it. But the advanced progress happens only when you deal with your thoughts. Because the problem lies in thoughts, especially erroneous thinking. Jealousy, anger, greed. These are the negative thoughts which take away our peace. So unless you work on your thoughts, and remember, thoughts are associated with your understanding about life. So unless you correct your understanding about life, deep meditation will not be possible. These are all superficial meditation. Pranayama meditation, very good. Take deep breath, slowly release it. When your breathing becomes slow, mind also has to slow down. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, there's a famous text called Upadesara. Bhagavan says, Vayurodhanat liyate manah jalapakshivat rodha sadhanam. Vayurodhanat liyate manah. Mind will definitely quieten down when your prana becomes slow. Breathing becomes slow. But it is like bird caught up in the net. That's the example given. Bird, what is the nature of the bird? Fly around. Put a net. The bird cannot fly. But is it a permanent solution? The moment you remove the net, bird flies off. In the same way, as long as you are doing pranayama, mind is to some extent quiet. But can you do pranayama throughout the day?
So as a beginner...
As a beginner, is a very, very, very useful technique. Pranayama is very useful.
So will pranayama, and as a beginner, will it later help me control my thoughts, as you're saying? Like, will it help me practice more of that?
Yes, yes.
Like
So there's a beautiful verse by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. Pranayamam pratyaharam nitya nitya viveka vicharam japya sameta samadhi vidhanam kurvavadhanam mahadavadhanam. Pranayamam pratyaharam. So first you do pranayama, mind becomes relatively quiet. With that quiet mind, you are able to go deeper into yourself. You are able to see your thoughts, control your thoughts, correct your thoughts. Yes. So therefore, in the beginning, start with some grosser practice like pranayama. That is the way.
Thank you.
Right. You have to come here. Yes.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Yes, Amma.
So you were saying that the process of observing, detecting, eliminating, substituting. So, but then the thought itself, being positive or negative, could be a subjective thing. Based on my vasanas, some thoughts could be positive from my point of view, but there could be others for whom that thought could be negative. So how do we, without
You see,
bias-
Amma, some thoughts are always positive. For example, thoughts of humility, thoughts of devotion for God, it can never be negative. In fact, even the word positive thought is not the right word. The right word is right thinking. Right thinking is always positive. Positive thinking need not be always right. I understand your point. Positive thinking need not be always right. So therefore in spirituality we don't use positive thinking. We use right thinking. Right thinking has to be positive.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Right. Yes. If your voice is loud enough, you can shout from there also. Okay.
So, in the substitution part of this process, what if you don't know what thought to substitute it with?
That is why study of scriptures is absolutely essential.
Okay.
So there is something called wrong thinking. That is what you want to substitute.
Yes. Like
If there is a wrong thinking, there has to be a right thinking.
Okay.
You had a follow-up question. See what you thought.
Like what kind of scriptures? There's so many out there.
If you are a Hindu, study Bhagavad Gita, that is enough. Because there are so many scriptures. Which scriptures to study? Lifetime is not enough to study all these scriptures. Bhagavad Gita is enough. It is the essence of all scriptures. Don't have to worry about the mic. You can ask from there also. Whoever wants to ask. Many people are scared of this mic business.
Including me, Swamiji.
Huh?
Including me.
Yes.
I have a question on consciousness.
Yes.
Is all consciousness the same consciousness? Or
Yes.
is just your consciousness
Yes.
and my consciousness?
Yes.
If
The
it's
truth is the same.
If so, how? Give some explanation on that.
For example, the space is all the space. We are all in space. Are we all in the same space? Yes. See, that is where the vision of oneness comes. We are all one. Exactly like the example given is the ocean. Waves can be many, but the water is only one. So what happens is, as you start becoming a spiritual person, you don't become fanatic. You start loving everybody as yourself. You develop a vision of oneness. We are all one. And from that vision of oneness, what comes? Values come. Wherever there is vision of oneness, there is love. You automatically love everyone because they are all extension of yourself. There is love, there is compassion, there is kindness, there is service. All this comes from these values come from this vision of oneness only. And the vision of oneness is coming from this knowledge that I am that consciousness with this body. He is that consciousness with that body. She is the consciousness only with this body. Bodies are different, but consciousness is the same. Vision of oneness, from that comes values. From that comes all the noble traits. And from that comes peace, harmony, in the world.
Consciousness is Atma.
Consciousness is Atma, yes. Both are same.
Swamiji, why do I identify with the body and the mind in the meditation process or in general? Why does that identity even exist? If your true nature is I, then why should that identity even exist?
It comes because of ignorance.
But why does the ignorance exist?
Ignorance doesn't need a reason. You are ignorant of 10,000 languages of this world. Why? The why is wrong. Many places why is wrong. Why are you not in jail? Why are you in jail? Yes, that why is. Ignorance, it is beginningless. You don't need a reason for ignorance. Yes, you need a reason for knowledge. For knowledge, effort is necessary. For ignorance, no effort is necessary. You don't have to put forth effort to create ignorance or to maintain ignorance. How do you maintain ignorance of 10,000 languages of this world? No effort is necessary. So identification is born out of ignorance. And ignorance is beginningless. Yes, sir.
Can people meditate at any age?
Of
Or is
course.
there an age
No.
where
No.
it starts?
At what age should I be peaceful? Wrong question, isn't it? Meditation means peace. Meditation means clarity. Meditation means strength.
If we start any practice of meditation, but how can we start or continue it forever? Like sometimes I do it for some days and then I lose it.
Yes.
This happens with many, I guess. But so how can we sustain that?
You see, the best way to sustain any practice is be with people who are doing it. Because they will inspire you. They will guide you also. Somewhere where I am stuck, they will come, hey, this is the solution. You see? So therefore, start attending study class. Does he come? The new person. So therefore, in Chinmaya Mission, we have this group. We study scriptures together. We discuss it together. So every week we come and meet. So those people have organized this event. So be in touch with them. Then you will get guidance. You will be inspired also.
Thank you.
Hari Om. As ma'am said that instead of positive and negative we have right and wrong, but then again right and wrong, right for some people may
Correct.
be wrong for
You are
others.
right. So what happens is, I understood the question.
Righteousness, what is the meaning of the word righteousness?
See, as you evolve in spirituality, you will have a better and better clarity about what is right. But at present, whatever you think right, do it. But as you evolve, that pure mind will start telling you what is right and what is wrong. Pure mind is like a bright torch. Pure mind. Ordinary mind is like a dim torch. You can't see much. But as the mind becomes pure, it becomes bright. So in that bright light, you can very clearly see what is what. And then you have the responsibility to walk the right path. With brightness comes the responsibility. Right. Yes.
Hari Om Swamiji. When I'm witnessing my thoughts, how do I not attach emotions to it and just observe them? I have noticed when I try to do that, I end up, it's very difficult, and I end up like problem solving. Are there any tips to just observe them and not do anything about them?
See, if likes and dislikes are associated with those thoughts, you will be pulled by those thoughts. How strongly? As much strong as your likes and dislikes are, that way you will be pulled from out of your center. So there is a center which is consciousness, and there is a thought which is flowing. And if the thought is, lot of likes and dislikes are associated with the thoughts, those thoughts will just drag you away. So therefore, to do this, that's why it is a third level. Observing the thought is, I will not put it as first or second, I put it as third, because by then you must have won over your likes and dislikes to a great extent. Then only you are able to watch. Because it's a tug of war. Remaining in the center, you must be really, really rooted in the center. So then you are able to observe, otherwise not.
Thank you.
Hari Om. Then again the question comes that doing right things is my liking, then what do I do?
If you like doing right things, what is the problem then?
That they are like and
Problem
dislikes.
is there is something right and I don't like doing it. There is something wrong and I love doing it. That is a problem. If I love what is right, where is the problem? I love meditation. Where is the problem?
No problem. So like, my question, I can put it in another way, like how do I live without likes and dislikes?
You have to win over your likes and dislikes. How do you win over your likes and dislikes? Mind is attracting you towards something which you like, which is wrong. Don't do it.
I got it.
Go against your bad habits. That is how you break all bad habits. No. Yes, Amma.
Some things in the family you think this is right for my side. I am thinking this is right and we should follow this. But they might come up and they don't like me to correct them, but I get disturbed. So how should I change
Your
myself?
job is to come out of your disturbance, not to make others obey. If suppose your children, you are not listening to your advice. You have given your advice, they are not listening to you. You must be able to peacefully sleep.
Yeah, but I get disturbed and so attached to them.
That is because of your attachment to your children.
Yeah. So how to get rid of that attachment?
Develop healthy detachment from your children. Healthy detachment. All unhealthy attachment is the cause.
Yeah, that is my problem.
Yes. Only meditation can help.
Yeah, meditation. I sit for meditation every morning,
But only these thoughts come.